persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep.
Well, hello, welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the football. He's got the shot away! Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And he goes cross-field. Koundé did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. He can run onto that. He's got away. Van Basten! Oh, what a ball! And again!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Costa Curta. Bellingham. Wriggles his way through. And the ball... Messi! Vinicius Junior.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Musiala going face to face with his great rival. Now it's Van Basten. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Now it's Van Basten. Hits one! They've done it! They have come roaring back!
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has. Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest.
Big chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mendes got a long way forward to join the attack. That looks a good ball through. Van Basten! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Bebeto. Batistuta. Good pressure, determined, intense. Bellingham. And Mendes. Serginho. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Guti. Bastoni. Tries to dink it in. That's really well cleared. Bellingham does really well to win the ball there. And the counter is on. And the half-time whistle goes. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. Couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's one each. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, we thought this would be close, Peter, and it's proving us right so far. They're well matched, and it presents a fascinating battle of wits to see who'll emerge on top or otherwise.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. And here's Batistuta. Serginho. And Mendes. Strong running down that left flank. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
And it's Van Basten. That's been cut out, well played. Batistuta. That is good strength. Out to the left it goes. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Bebeto. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded.
Substitution in progress.
Nuno Mendes. Mbappe! That's a fabulous ball. Oh, nice touch. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Dembele does well to stand firm and defend it. Bebeto. Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. Cleared away. Well, that is one way to stop him.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Oh, that's fabulous. Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Barcelona, after 80 minutes, is number 17, Thuram. Substitution for Barcelona, number 6.
So here comes the substitution.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
And Bebeto! So close to drawing level.
Bebeto nearly produced the perfect retort. That can only be a means to have another go.
Number 21, Batistuta. Coming on to replace him is number 15.
Tries a header! Well, now it's a race for the ball. In he goes again! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Vinicius Junior really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Messi plays it short. That is lovely. And he's in. Vinicius Junior!
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Koundé, and the keeper's got it again. The final seconds now. Raul. That's that, the end. Barcelona have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. There's the whistle.
A proven leader, a proven winner, and a talisman for both club and country, Peter.
He's having a hit! An early chance there, first of the game.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Serginho opts for safety. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And it's De Bruyne. That is very well defended. Real chance! No goals as yet. De Bruyne. A searching ball that into space. Up he goes! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Hernandez gets across to intercept that. Liverpool deciding to turn to the long ball now. That is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now. But, you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should. Just eases him off the ball. Hernandez. Hakimi. And the pass is intercepted. De Bruyne. Good spot, he's seen the run. He rises! He will be livid with himself. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Messi. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. That is good strength. And it's lofted through here. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And that's an errant pass.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And the first half is done. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
And here's Van Basten. Van Basten. Oh, great. Oh, shooting chance! Aimed beyond the defence. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Bale, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Pedri. Good, strong midfield running here. Tries a shot! No mistake! Simplicity itself.
Yeah, and I think we may have had too many defenders ball watching then, because they just lost sight of the real danger.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Now it's Mbappe, and it's Neymar. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Can he latch on to this?
Substitution for Barcelona, number 9.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
18, Van Basten, number 14.
Engages and forces him off the ball.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
19, Raul, number 17.
Opts to play it back.
Number 6,
Decent hit!
number 21.
It's a loose ball.
Mbappe.
Liverpool are looking unguarded here, just about getting away with it.
Yeah, I felt that this was what their opponents were setting up to do, and they got away with that.
Dembele. Good read, needed to be. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Hernandez.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
In with a header! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
And it's Dembele. And that is that. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Koundé gets into some space. What an impressive figure Oliver Kahn cuts.
Yeah, they call him the Titan, Peter.
He's through, it's Mbappe! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Costa Curta. Good running, strong and purposeful. Van Basten finds himself offside. Neymar. Barcelona have got it back and Mbappe! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now they can spring out of defence. Scholes wins the duel this time. Neymar. Cannavaro has given away a free kick. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. So we're still where we started right now. Ronaldinho, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Neymar. And it's Belletti. Belletti pinches it off him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Koundé. And that's a superb pass. Has a look and plays it forward. Messi. Neymar. Stojkovic. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Neymar, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And it's half-time here. And as if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Yeah, and despite the scoreline, it's clear who the better side is when it comes to chances. If this is the trend that's going to continue, then there's only going to be one winner here, and I don't think it's going to take too much improvement for it to happen.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings... It's Neymar!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, he's found him in space! That's very neat. Roberto Carlos. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Koundé. Oh, it's Dembele. Ronaldinho. Now it's Mbappe. Stojkovic.
The attendance for this match was 71,898.
And it's Van Basten. Just eases him off the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Belletti. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, good spread. And here's Neymar. Now it's Messi. Threads one in. Decent hit! He's got a goal! And late in the day, a telling moment.
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Number 18, Stojkovic. Coming on the field is number 3,
Barcelona have
De Bruyne.
turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution. Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
De Bruyne. And he's forced to go back. And it's Scholes. To Schneider. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Barcelona are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now there's a fine ball. Dembele! They've done it! And he's got what he came for, his 20th goal. That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And that is that. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Van Basten. And here's Sané. He can get that clear. Sané. Looking for options for movement. Van Basten. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, a player that's very much moulded in the role of the traditional Spanish number 5 is Rodri. He certainly has the sort of physique that would allow him to do the job. He has both the muscle and the brains to provide the creative and defensive support whenever necessary.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Nesiri.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Diaz. And it's Sané. Done delicately. And that has been cleared. And it's Van Basten. Messi. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Adams. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Saka wriggles his way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Messi. Tchouameni. Messi. The less said about that pass, the better. And he's quick to snatch it back. Gordon. Well, anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Rooney. And through to the goalkeeper. Koundé. And Sané. Messi really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
It's a mighty effort! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. Any strong opinions on the first half?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. Oh, what a climb! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Vardiol. Gordon. Kajolu. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, he's a source of potential trouble, so tight marking just has to be done.
Costa Curta. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. And it's Van Basten. Rooney.
The attendance for this
So we've reached the hour mark.
987.
Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Van Basten. That's been cut out, well played. Kajolu. Odo. And it's Rooney. Kajolu. Kajolu stood his ground strongly. Now the finish! And that was probably asking just too much.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 9.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Luis Diaz.
Cannavaro.
18, Van Basten.
Irwin.
Number 14,
Into the last quarter of an hour.
Messi. Number 13, Van Dijk. Coming on the field.
Out of play
number
for
6,
a throw.
Dembele. Number 21, Mbappe. Number 17, Char.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility. Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. He's picked his way through.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Otto. Rooney. Nesiri can be a real threat inside the box. Chouameni. So what can they make of this? And it's Dembele. Oh, what a ball is in here! Mbappe!
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Saka. Kadiolu. And there goes the final whistle. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Big chance, corner. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And now they can spring out of defence. Adams spots it and intercepts. Bale. Zaccagni. Messi totally focused today, as always, as he has been throughout the 499 appearances he's made up until this one. Dembele! Goal! Barcelona! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push.
Hits one! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Nuno Mendes. Well, the counter could be on here. Messi, he's found a way through, and he's gone backward here. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. David Villa. Messi. Oh, a delicate chip through. Oh, good ball, and this looks promising. There's climbs up big. Cleared away. Messi goes short. He's had a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And it's Dembele. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Messi. Van Basten. Ruben Dias. That's Beckham. Adams. Luis Garcia. And it's Beckham. And it's Dembele. And he's intervened well there.
There will be 1
Beckham.
minute added time.
Luis Garcia. Bale. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0. Some first-half thoughts?
Barcelona clearly are benefiting from their homework. They've dealt with anything that's been thrown at them and have been smart on the break.
Barcelona head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And the game has already... Terrific header! Goal! And with that goal comes comfort! What a great header, got plenty on that.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Mendes goes on a run down the left wing. And here's Messi.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Messi, can he finish? And more and more and more. It was bound to happen, destined to happen. A goal for the 500 man.
The attendance for this match was...
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
And that's gone loose. And it's been given away.
Substitution in progress.
Raul. And here's Thuram. Oh, that's a key interception. Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And it's Bale. He's going for goal! Sane will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Beckham. Thuram. Guardiola. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. He's got to be in here!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Luis Garcia. That's a smashing touch to get him away. Time is desperately short now, but it is a corner.
Substitution for Besiktas. Number 8.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Beckham plays it short.
Coming on the field, number 21, Erling Haaland. Number 2.
Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
Added minute has been indicated.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And it's Sané.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defend.
Big header! Just needed better contact.
Substitution for Besiktas. Number 6, Cham. Coming on to replace him is number 20, Cavani. Substitutions taking place.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. And that is that. Barcelona looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch, and clearly... So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. And as you can see, we've already started here. Alessandro Costacurta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
Zaccagni. Messi. Dembele. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
Dembele running with the ball. Vieira promptly onto that, and that is that. Totti, a true great in every sense of the word.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Koundé kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
And here's Van Basten. Nedved. Chouameni. Well, that has not gone well. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Koundé. Here's Vieira. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Costacurta. Zaccagni. And it's Messi. Messi. Vieira, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Totti. Italy couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Costacurta. Yamal. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
And it's Vieira. Vieira has been caught there, it's a foul. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
And the header! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Cannavaro. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. And he's played it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Beckenbauer. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Yamal. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's Totti! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Totti clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's in plenty of space here. Messi, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Zaccagni, and he welcomes it in. Oh, it's Van Basten. It's run loose, who's going to get there? Now this could be a chance. Zaccagni! No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And here's Van Basten. Shot could hit one! They want to be quick to recover this. That's a sharp pass. And that has been slung wide. Look at the space here.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Yamal. And there goes the final whistle. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here.
Now here's a fine representative for the fullbacks union, Peter.
Massimo Otto?
Yeah, it's going to be vital if he imposes himself early, I think, on that flank. He's got great quality on deliveries, as we know, and they've always been a massive part of his game.
Yeah. Zaccagni, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Scholes plays a delicate ball. Right, Scholes. Great chance! There it is! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Fernando Torres really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Costa Curta wins the duel this time.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Cannavaro. And here's Torres.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Scholes. Tchouaméni does really well to win the ball there. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Irwin. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Cannavaro. Otto. Otto tries a cross.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
And it's been taken short. Oh, sweet feet. Good read, needed to be. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well timed, excellent interception. Kimmich. Cavani. Throw in.
Barcelona truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Messi. No, he wasn't going to let him past. And it's Nakamura. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two.
Great hit! They've done it! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Koundé. Here's Tchouaméni.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nakamura, a player who needs no introduction.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
The attendance for this
Oh, the
match
defence
was
just about came out on top, but they were
71,198.
certainly tested. Kimmich. Van Basten. Messi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kamavinga. Kimmich. Odo. Kimmich. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And it's Sané. Messi. Sané. And he's gone... And Messi! Oh, he's been caught on it here. That'll be a corner.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Cavani. Number 9, Fernando Torres. Coming on the field, number 21, Mbappe. Number 20, Dembele. Substitutions taking place.
Barcelona choosing to make the first change. It's a really well-measured ball. Some resolute defending there. And it's hoisted clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Dembele.
Barcelona really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball. Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Diaz. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Mbappe.
Been indicated.
I wouldn't fancy playing up.
And that will be the final act. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit. And those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today.
Please join me.
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. It's Van Basten! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, there's the clearance. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Costa Curta. Conte. Chouameni. Raul. And here's Van Basten. That's tidy. Van Basten! And he comes up trumps again.
Van Basten clearly thought he'd done enough. The save was like a bolt from the blue.
Mbappe. Still goalless at the moment. Yamal. Costa Curta. Raul. Adams makes the interception. Played with finesse. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
And that should get the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. Caceres promptly onto that, and that is that. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hakimi. Hakimi making good progress on the right-hand side. And it's Conte. And here's Raul. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yamal, and he's had it nicked away. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, well played. Serginho. And it's half-time here. But it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Now it's Mbappe. Conte. Now it's Van Basten. Van Basten looking to penetrate opposition lines. Yamal. And they can counter here. He is through here. And he's picked out the run. Great hit!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
It's gone out for a throw-in.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 7, Conte. Number 19, Raul. Number 18,
There will be a throw-in.
Van Basten. Coming on the field, number 8, Vieira. Number 14, Messi. Number 17, Thuram.
No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Irwin.
The attendance for this match.
Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Mbappe. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Messi. Messi. Oh, great chance! Now it's Mbappe. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Costa Curta. Irwin has given away a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 21, Mbappe. Number 22, Chouameni. Coming on the field.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Barcelona
16,
showing a good level.
He's had a shot! It's a goal! And that could well be the winner!
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you ought to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Drogba really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Dembele, Drogba, Cannavaro wins the duel this time, and it's Vieira. And he's heaved it away. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
Added minutes has been indicated.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, no half measures from here.
Now it's Mbappe. Hakimi with a... And there goes the final whistle. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We have already started here. And they're quick to press. Oh, super find. Now it's Rice. And the shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied.
Palmer! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
That has been knocked clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Messi, played out towards the right wing. He's in plenty of space here. Messi hits one! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Messi just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it. Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Rice. Hakimi. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. And he's running through. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Costa Curta. Koundé. And here's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Ricky Puig. Rice looking to add to his goal. And it's Messi. Zaccagni. Van Basten. Real chance! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Hakimi. David Villa.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. It's a really well-measured ball. And it's Van Basten. Irwin. And here's Van Basten.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Hakimi. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break, 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we are back underway.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look...
Tries a shot! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before and no doubt they'll work it again.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Sané. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Threads one in, and he's picked out the run. Oh, that's fabulous. Shot a goal!
The attendance for this match was...
Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Substitutions taking place.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Keeper has taken decisive action. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. And that's put paid to a promising move. Palmer. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Palmer was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Gnabry will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. David Villa pinches it off him. Now it's Thuram. Diaz. He is just caressing the ball. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 21.
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. That's very neat. And a shot! Gnabry. Raul, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Palmer! They are rampant! And they are pulling clear here.